As we near 2025, it's time for a new year and a new you. Today, we are learning about the newest rave in medical weight loss.
Aesthetic nurse injector Neha Thengil joins us now to break it all down. And there's so much out there. When you and I were talking about it, I didn't realize how many Ozempic, Mounjaro, Wegovy, Zepbound, Saxenda, which I don't know what those are.
I mean, you name it, there are so many medications.
Okay.
These medications fall under the category of GLP-1s. It's a glucagon-like peptide. And what they truly do is it will control sugar, so it's used for diabetic patients, but an off-label use for some of these medications is weight loss. There are so many different kinds, and there's more injectables that are being made that we'll talk about. And there's a reason, right? Because they work. And obesity is not a one-shoe-fits-all disease, right? And so what works for one may not work for other. Mm-hmm. And even though these medications are all similar, they're a little different in their own ways. And so if one medication doesn't work, we go to another medication. And it's about wellness and longevity and making sure we can really help people who have been struggling.
And you, because you're a family nurse practitioner as well, you have been using these for a number of years. These are not new. Some of the brands are new,
Correct.
But the use of GLP-1s for diabetics are not new.
Nope. I have been using these injectables since 2019 when I was doing working in an endocrinologist's office. And I would primarily see diabetic patients, but I also had my weight loss patients. And what I've realized is medications like Saxenda that we don't see often, it is made for weight loss, right? But it would also help my diabetic patients lose weight, which would ultimately help their A1C levels drop. So it would ultimately help me lower their insulin levels or other diabetic medications. It was because of this that the obesity world got a hold of these drugs and said, wait, hold up, wait a minute. If all of our diabetic patients are taking these drugs and they're losing weight, what could we do or how can we change it a little bit to make sure that it is now FDA approved for weight loss? And that's where Zepbound comes in, that's where Wegovy comes in.
Okay, so a lot of people are complaining like, okay, well, then the diabetics can't get it. But you're not all prescribing the same thing, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And so this is a conversation I get hit with a lot with a lot of my clients, and they say, you know what, Neha, how can you do this? Like, there's all these diabetic patients that are saying, you know, they need the Ozempic and they can't get it. Well, Ozempic is for diabetic patients. Yeah. It's just a positive thing that they can lose weight with it. I'm not prescribing Ozempic. I'm giving them semaglutide, which is the active ingredient in Ozempic. I'm giving them trizepatide, which is the active ingredient in Mounjaro or Zepbound. And you see that there's, you know, time after time, all of these companies are coming up with new medications for weight loss, and there's a reason behind it, right? Because they work. And people that have been struggling with obesity for so many years, we have a solution for them for so long. I've been doing this since 2016, and the patients that have struggled with appetite suppressants or hormones and things like that, I give them this injectable, and most people, not all, they do great with them. And so...
And obesity is a clinical diagnosis, correct?
It absolutely is.
So they actually have a disease that needs to be treated. But beyond that, by and large, the people that are getting the prescription for it have a clinical diagnosis for it.
A very complex diagnosis. Obesity is like hair loss or migraines. There are so many different reasons for it. Are they struggling because of medications? Are they struggling because of hormones? Are they struggling because their pancreas isn't working, right? Like what is a reason why they are struggling with obesity? And so when people come in to see me, this is a complex diagnosis. It's a very in-depth conversation, and we really go into figuring out why. It's not like you come in and I just say, oh, hey, let's just throw these injectables your way. No, I got to make sure you qualify for it.
So like when you hear about the Real Housewife that's taking Ozempic, you know, she may have found a doctor who's willing to do that, but by and large, the majority of doctors that are prescribing these drugs are doing it because there's a diagnosis for it.
A BMI of over 30, a complex, other comorbidities like hypertension, diabetes, hypercholesterol, any hormone issues, right? All of these kind of go hand in hand. It's not like, oh, because you're obese, you have to take the drug. No, I give it to you because there are so many other things that are affecting it, and you would be so successful with it.
Okay, real quick before we let you go,
CagriSema.
And then the Ribellus?
Ribelsis. And so Ribelsis is a oral form of semaglutide, and people do so good with it. But it causes a little bit of more GI issues because it is a pill form and it goes through the gut. CagriSema is a combination of two different medications, semaglutide and cagrilintide. It's two different medications. They work the same way, but separately, we see about 11 to 15% weight loss. When we combine these two GLP-1s, we're seeing about 25% of body weight reduction in about 32 weeks and about half the weeks.
And these two are not out yet, correct?
They, Cagri-Sama, the studies are out, it is not available, and Rybelsus is out, and it's been out. Yeah, a lot of endocrinologists actually use that because people just don't like injectables, and so this is a great option for them. Another thing is a nasal spray. They are thinking about coming up with a GLP nasal spray. There are studies out there. We don't have any here that I, dispense, but it is out there for sure.
Okay, this is the conversation you need to have with your doctor and not the folks on social media, people. Talk to Neha or someone else.
Neha.
Yes, absolutely.
She is in Roselle at Lumiere Salon and Spa. Also complete clinics in Gurnee, Oak Brook, and Oak Lawn. You can see her social media handles there as well.